Hello guys and welcome back to the channel. So today it looks like my worst fear has come true and the market has bottomed and I completely missed it. As you know from earlier videos, I have $32,000 out on my broker account waiting to be deployed into something like a PLTR, Tesla, maybe Netflix. Now Coinbase is sort of on the radar. And my biggest fear is that I missed the market bottom because I'm fooling around trying to time the bottom. So I want to talk to you about this. Have we hit the bottom, and what I'm planning to do with the money. And as always, if you like the channel, then please make sure you hit the subscribe button that is on that side down below. And if you want to go further and support the channel, check out the first comment in the description box below, where you can support the channel for $5 a month, get access to all the valuations, and get access to me and my gratitude. So go ahead and check it out. So today I opened my TradingView account and I see PLTR up 7.83% and I go, and Tesla up 11%. And by the way, Tesla is looking very, very bullish. A nice double bottom here. I actually had in my valuations that Tesla below 750 is a great buy. And then I made it more conservative. And then I was like, okay, below 650. And maybe I've gotten too greedy because then I said, I'm going to only buy it in the 500s. And look how close it got. It got to, what is it? 626. So painful. Then Bitcoin is up. I'm going to talk about Bitcoin in a bit. Coinbase up 15%. The only stock down is Netflix. Even Jeremy's tattooed chef is up. His Corsair Gaming is up. So super mega green day on the market today. So I want to walk you through what has transpired in the last couple of days because there is a lot, and I want to start with Bitcoin, and I promise this has something to do with PLTR and Tesla. We had a long weekend with the Juneteenth holiday in the US, and on Saturday Bitcoin crashed and its price hit below $18,000 and it was beginning with a 17, which is crazy. It broke multiple rules. One of them is something that Michael Saylor has quoted many times, that nobody has ever had Bitcoin and lost money on it over a 4-year time period. And as you can see, for just a day, that was not true, because if you bought here, I don't think anybody did that, and you held it and you sold at that point, then you would be at a minus. Nevertheless, what's happening in the crypto space is a carnage, and I promise this will be important to PLTR and Tesla. We know that there's 3 big companies going bust and consulting with liquidation and bankruptcy lawyers. Celsius Holdings is one of them, who froze everyone's accounts and you cannot take out money. You can still invest with them if you want to and dare to. And obviously this was scaring the living wujuga out of people. And I don't blame them. However, every time when an asset is dropping in value, I always ask myself the question, what would it, because, you know, there came so many articles saying that Bitcoin is going to go to zero and, you know, it's the end of crypto. And, you know, we had the failures of Terra and Luna, and I think Tether decoupled from the US dollar. I don't know if it's back now, but that creates additional fears in the market. So I thought about this, and what has created Bitcoin? Well, Bitcoin was created by a need of having a digital asset that is decentralized, not controlled by any central banks, because central banks are printing money and at any time away they can inflate away your money. This is also why this is such a curious time in Bitcoin's history, because in all of Bitcoin's history since 2008, the central banks have been printing money, and this is one of the first times. There was a brief period also in 2018, but one of the first times when the dollar is actually being destroyed and there is a quantitative tightening. So many of the basic core theses of Bitcoin has been broken. For example, Bitcoin is supposed to be an asset that protects you against inflation. And, you know, this is about when the inflation worry started in November 2021. And you can see Bitcoin is down 80% or 70%. So you're way better off having your money in good old US dollars that only lose 7 or 8% per year. Then the second thing was that Bitcoin is a fantastic hedge, when the world is not doing great, and that it's not correlated with the stock market. But unfortunately, since 2020, Bitcoin basically acts like a call option on the market, meaning that if the market goes up 3%, Bitcoin goes up 9%. If the market, from November to this point tanks 20%, Bitcoin is going to tank 60%, but it's pretty much going to do the same thing as the market. So pretty much the only thing left that is going for Bitcoin is that it's a decentralized asset that is unhackable. It's kept on the blockchain. And there is some use cases for that, but it's not the end all be all, it's going to replace the dollar and, all the banks are doomed because Bitcoin is coming. Definitely not. The possibility of Bitcoin going down to zero, because this need is never going to go away, that people want to have decentralized currency that, is the people's money. Therefore, I think it's impossible that Bitcoin would go down to zero. So the question is, how low would Bitcoin go? And that is a very fair question, and no one knows the answer to that, but for sure it's not going to go down to zero. That was a long talk, and all I wanted to say is that this has a very big influence on PLTR and Tesla and on the market, because when I saw what happened on Saturday, I thought, my God, it's going to be so bloody on Tuesday when the market opens again. The miracle has happened. Bitcoin turned around, the 20,000 support held up, and the price is nicely rallying. And this is causing a mega rally. I don't know if this or, other factors, but I think this is certainly a contributor, is causing a mega rally in the market. What you have to know is that the stock market didn't all peak at the same time. As I showed in countless earlier videos, PLTR peaked in, early 2021. Tesla peaked in November here, 2021. Teladoc, I think, was summer 2021. And at the same time, the market is not going to bottom at the same time either. And in this crash, the growth stocks were the ones that were affected first, as people, sold the growth stocks and went into more safe plays like Apple and, the S&P 500 index fund and Microsoft, Amazon, And then now there's just a general selling overall in the market. What I hear a lot, and I tend to agree with this, is that most probably when we will see a bottom is when the growth stocks start to rally while, the Apple and the big dogs are still going down a little bit, and then at which point everything will turn. And I tend to agree with this. What does this have to do with PLTR and Tesla? This was a very big reversal in the price of Bitcoin. We can see a double bottom forming in Tesla, and we can see PLTR, having a major bottom here and, making higher lows, which is all a very, very bullish sign. So could this be that we have missed the bottom and I was too stupid and too greedy with, not buying the dip and listening to the YouTube drama that is going on? And the truth is, this could very well be the case, but my dice are rolled and I'm going to not go into this rally. I'm going to wait it out because I think we have not hit the bottom yet for many reasons. For example, PLTR's price has been funny all along, as I said it in many, many videos, because the company is doing extremely good. And as the company is scaling and doing better and better, the stock price is going, worse and worse. So from that viewpoint, it's not sure that we will ever again see the low prices that we have seen here, because there was just no fundamental base for them other than the macro environment. Tesla is not similar because Tesla has legitimate short-term issues. However, the long-term of Tesla is such a big opportunity that maybe the market will be forward thinking. We know that the quarter of doom is coming for Tesla. They're going to have horrible earnings in Q2. They're going to miss their production estimates. And, it's likely going to be very ugly on their margins. It's just going to be ugly overall. But who knows? The long-term opportunity for Tesla is so good that maybe the market will overlook this. This was the lowest that we have seen it. And the people who didn't buy, sorry, man, you missed out on the opportunity. However, if you were going to put a gun to my head and you force me to give my honest opinion, I think that this is going to be a short-term rally, because if you look at how much the stock price has fallen, look at Tesla, it's almost a straight line down. You look at PLTR, not so much, but this is also a huge fall. You look at the S&P 500, Again, you can't fall in a straight line. There has to be pullbacks, and there has to be short coverings. The market never goes up or down in a straight line. So I think that we're going to have maybe a month or maybe 2 months of rally, but until the macro environment gets sorted out and the Fed does a U-turn, I don't think that the market will generally bottom. Am I sure in this? Absolutely not. But I rolled the dice. There is this 32,000 on my broker account, and I just hope that the prices will revisit the lows, and then I will be loading up on these stocks. So let me know what you guys are doing with your PLTR and Tesla holdings. Are you worried that we have missed the bottom, or are you holding onto your cash and hoping to buy again in the 6s for PLTR? And thank you so much for watching. This was a bit of a different video, and I will see you in the next one. Ciao, ciao.